Hi, I'm Paige. I've been around the camera for a long time. I'm the one who's been recording, while my brother has been in front of the camera. Well, bull. It's bull. I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm taking over. All right? This is the Paige Show.
Hey, so welcome to this odd house. Oh, we just finished building this entire garden before it was a barren wasteland of nothingness. And as you can see, after building this, the birds are singing, the sun is shining, whereas when I started, all we had were a couple bricks and a light drizzle. And by drizzle, I mean it was a breeze with the drizzle. So today we're going to be working on landscaping. And by landscaping, I mean that we're going to be working with various plants. So let's go figure out what tools we need to start this project. Alright, so in terms of tools, here's what we're going to need. An average rake. This is actually for cutting. Metal rake. Shovel, small shovel, and gloves, because some people have very soft hands. Hi, this is a dandelion, also known as Dandelianius yellowaceus. Now, what we have to do here is landscape it. And by landscape it, I mean cut its head off. Let's keep landscaping. There's this one here. We got a few over here that are growing. You don't want these to grow too much. Now there's two ways to get rid of them. The first involves the smaller shovel right underneath it, right? But you don't want that hole left there, so what you have to do is vigorously shake, vigorously shake, vigorously shake.
After 3 shakes, you're just playing with it.
And then put it away. So now you don't have that divot that you had before. Nice and clean. Now this is just a bigger version of the previous version. But for those of you with bad backs, what you want to do is line it up, place foot here, and get right underneath it. See? That's what you got. Hey! Then what you can do, pat that right back down, you're all set. So for this project, we're going to need this. Anyway, we're going to go over here. So you'll notice how all this stuff has grown. What we need to do is really cut this back. So be very careful, because as you can see, I lost a finger last year from doing this. What you want to do is grab a good handful. When you have it, put it in the ground. In olden times, they'd use goats or the elderly. Now, we have our own elderly. Now, what you can also do is make a lovely pie with this later on, which we'll show you in our next segment. Not today, but on another segment. One problem that we're having, and the reason we have to cut this down each season, is because to have this much hemp in your backyard where people can see it from the road is a really big problem. Now next week we will be doing our yearly wrap up, for this odd house. We're going to be doing our annual manscaping show. You'll notice that when it comes to life in spring, there is growth, new growth, death, dying, other growth on top of that. And the fact is that it leads people to ponder existence, thoughts. It leads them to think about the different ways in which landscaping is much like the greater scheme of things, the earth, the winds, the water.
Liar!
And it leads me to think that perhaps a new lawn is very much like a new season and a new hope. Just remember, sometimes using electrical tools is a very good idea. So if you own them, you might want to try this at home. Guys, I just want to tell you something, alright? Sometimes your cord might not be long enough, but don't let anybody tell you anything about that, because the fact is you can always get a longer cord. Alright?
What up? I'd like to point out that after doing all of them, my brother decided that he was going to take out the electric cutter.
Hey.
Not until after all of them.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
Honestly, you give someone one job. One job. And nobody knows the difference. Insy, outsy, lefty, rightsy, in the turtle goes. Once it comes out, everybody happy when it snows. Done! Take this.
I just wanted to say that this is the boy who took forever to learn how to tie his shoes. And still ties his shoes with the bunny loop.
It's bunny ears. Speaking of which, I'd like to thank all of my female fans who've written in. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. That there's Polaris, the North Star. And most people don't know this, but from a very young age, I was taught how to properly wrap one of these. You do it like this. See? Our cord was definitively adequate.
Hi.
Well, that's all for this odd house. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully now you know a little bit more about landscaping than you did about however long I decide to edit this tape for.
Ta-da!